Fog Entertainment bringing you your fix of Sons of Anarchy, bringing you Crucifixed, Season 5, Episode 10. We've got 3 facts for you. Title refers to Otto's murder weapon. Last appearance of Lenny the Pimp. That was actually a shocker for me. I didn't think this would be his last appearance. He only made 3.
Yeah, I thought Lenny the Pimp definitely went into Season 6, but I guess not.
He didn't? No, you think when Clay was inside?
Yeah, you'd think you'd get some interaction between Clay and the Pimp, but no, it doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen. Obviously, the actor sadly recently passed away, so there's no hope of a.
I thought you were going to say he passed away maybe during Season 5.
He was the last first 9 member standing up until about last year.
Was Clay not count?
No, I mean like in real life. So if you ever wanted to bring him back for a sequel, right. he could have been there. But sadly, he's gone. And then finally, at last appearance of Randall Hightower. Will he die this episode, or will he just fade into thin air? We'll have to wait and see. But Jax, he's continuing to follow Juice. Juice then gets pulled over by Kane and co. Take him down to the station. To which then he confronts Roosevelt. He says, "You ratted me out. How does Juice get any leg to stand on about anyone ratting him out when he is a rat?" I mean, at the end of the day, Roosevelt's a fucking cop. He's got no allegiance to Juice, right? So Juice can drop this pish and know his role for me.
Yeah, Juice is lucky he's not in jail.
Yeah, no, what is Juice's problem? It's not like him and Roosevelt go way back, or it's his actual brother or something. This is some cop who actually done you a favour by not ratting you out to your club until now. And he didn't even rat Juice out. He simply said to Jax, "There's a rat at your table," and Jax worked it out himself. So I would like Juice to owe Roosevelt an apology and not shoot him potentially in a season's time. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think that seems fair to me, but will Juice repay that favour? Probably not.
Probably not. We've got the prospects of doing a late night pickup job, as Chibs puts it. You see like a Gemma and Chibs scene here that you don't really see all that often. He says to Bobby though that she's a little bit lost, our mother here. Bobby then fills Chibs up to speed on Juice and Rico. He then sits down at the table. He tells Jax, "It's all going to shit, isn't it, Jax?
It's all going to shit, Jackie boy."
And you know what? I actually agree with him. I think Chibs got fucking... See this whole gimmick that we couldn't tell anyone or else it'd cripple the club? I get it, right? The Nomads weren't really trustworthy, but say Jax brings it to the table.
Chib feels hard done by.
Is Filthy Phil going to go to the Glendale cartel and be like, Jax told us you're all wearing big hats and, you know, all this stuff? No. See this whole gimmick, they told Jax he couldn't tell the club. Why couldn't he tell the club?
Is Jax not just as secretive or maybe more secretive than Clay?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
See, when Jax becomes president, it does feel more like a Jax-tatorship.
Of course it does.
Rather than a democracy. It doesn't. Yeah, they have votes, but it's like Jax is manipulating all the votes. He's got half the table on his side. And it's like a lot of the times they don't even know the truth what they're voting for.
At least Jax wouldn't kill members though to get a vote passed. He would just blackmail them.
I mean, I guess that's something. But I just think the direction Sons of Anarchy goes from season 5 onward, it's the Jax show. It's
the Jax way. But that's the gavel corrupting, folks. Chibs then points out he knows what leverage Roosevelt had on him. It's his old man's black. And if you thought Sam Crow were racist, well, this scene was an eye-opener because they're not racist, because Jax rightfully points out that we need to change some bylaws. Bobby can't believe it. And it just goes to show you, if just brought this to the table a season ago, nothing would have happened.
Yeah, but a season ago, Clay was the president. I'm not saying Clay is racist, but he might have been more
willing to abide by the bylaws. Yeah, and Piney too.
I think they may have been more likely to uphold the rules.
Either way, right?
Although I'm pretty sure it doesn't say in the rule book to kill anybody you want in the club, and Clay's done that over the years. So
well, that's very true. But either way, right? Does it have to be unanimous to vote him at the club or something if he's black? It's never happened before. I doubt they've ever even had this problem. And probably if they had this problem back in like the 70s and the 80s, they probably wouldn't have got their vote. But
just give him a transfer to the Niners.
Aye, a wee transfer. Patch Niners. But I mean, what do you think they should have done here?
Well, once they find out.
Aye, I think they do the right thing and change some bylaws.
Yeah, well, no, I agree with changing the bylaws.
No, but Juice is a mongoloid, man. He should have had faith in them. You can talk about Clay all you want, but he told Clay, and Clay was like, well, here, I've done some shady shit as well.
Like, the absolute worst case scenario, if he told the club that he was black, I'd say he gets a bit of a beating and they kick him out.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's an extreme worst case scenario.
They were never going to kill him, in my eyes. It's not a hangable offence.
Even if he kind of sugarcoated the truth and just said he never knew, he just found out his old man was black.
Yeah. I don't understand Juice. He's got the mind of a child, as Unser puts it, in a few seasons' time. But talking to him, he's playing with children, Juice. Jax wakes up.
Also, to be fair, I mean, if he went to the club and told the club the truth, and he says, they were trying to threaten me with this, they were trying to hold this above my head, and they wanted me to rat, that would have probably bought him some brownie points. Because the club would have went,
wait a minute, Juice. You should have did it for your black brother.
You know, but the club would have thought, well, there's Juice loyal. Could have ratted, but he didn't.
But anyway, he's going to give a wee sob story to Jax here. I think when Jax and Juice in the later seasons sit down and have a one-on-one, it's pretty good.
It is, but here Jax wasn't buying it. Juice said he did it for the club. Jax is like, bullshit. You did it for yourself, and that is pretty much the truth here.
Yeah, and what's funny here, Jax points out, we've always got a choice. And then later this episode, he's like, I had no choice.
Yeah, but hypocritical for Jackie boy.
Master manipulator here, he says, Miles didn't steal that. Bloody prick, man, he didn't steal the coke. No, he didn't, just dropped them. So yeah, not only is Juice black, he killed, but that's another thing. The Juice, honestly, he never thought that Ratton would come back to the club, but did he honestly think ratting on the club was a better alternative to telling them that he's black? Obviously he did, because that's why he did it, but come on. Wake up and smell the coffee, Juice. Come on, man. Anyway, black man in the kitchen.
And he says there was going to be no harm come to the club, but in reality, I mean, whoever was at the meet was probably going to go down for like 15, 20 leagues.
And Chibs and Jax were at the meet.
They were going to get life.
Yep.
So he can turn around and say it wasn't going to hurt the club. There's a good chance it would have took about half the table.
Yeah, he offers Juice the ultimatum of, do you want to earn your way back in? And for doing that, he has to spy on Clay. So Jax is automatically putting what should be brought to the table in Juice. He's putting it on the line. He did reveal earlier that we'll bring it to the table and we'll let him hang himself. Not even give him Mr. Mayhem. How sick's that? Let him hang for a tree. What's that all about? Let him hang himself. But Frankie, he gave Clay back all the legal stuff, and that's what they're going to use here. Is that really enough information to hang
Frankie
Clay?
did?
He did give Clay back all the legal stuff?
Aye, well, not this episode.
Aye, but just points that out. As Frankie tried to tell him in a cabin a few episodes ago, but is that really enough information? Could Clay not have just had that legal stuff in his fucking house anyway? I guess Gemma could back up that it was in the safe, but either way, man, Jax is too obsessed here with bringing down Clay, which Bobby and Chibs will point out in a few episodes' time, but they follow a rather large black man. Randall Hightower, this guy's big, he can also run as well, but let's find out where Clay is, because obviously Jax finding out that Clay knows about RICO means the end game is here. Hale then drops by. Jax says, don't look so worried, no one thinks you're here to buy guns, to which he points out that we don't sell. I think if he makes this joke a few seasons ago, there's probably a raid on the clubhouse.
True, but Hale seems to be down to earth now. Down with the brown.
He does. Down with the brown down. Clay visits Lenny the Pimp. And this is weird, because obviously Clay is trying to speak to Lenny the Pimp like he doesn't know about the RICO case. But then Lenny the Pimp's like, well, sure, Sam Crow knows about the RICO case because you know Otto was talking to the feds because he's already spoke to Jax. And then it kind of just ends with Clay going, yeah, you got no more outside. And then he walks off. So it's like, he meets Lenny the Pimp probably for like the first time in a couple of years. Gets this information out of him, then just jobs him clean out, man. Anyway, it's time to hunt.
Clay was offering to do anything he needed outside.
Aye, but it's the last time I'll ever see him again.
Aye, well, Clay offered. It's not Clay's fault, Lenny the Pipe.
Is that Randall Hightower?
It's not Clay's fault, Lenny the Pimp has no outside life left anymore.
It is a kind of sad reality, though, isn't it?
Aye.
And Otto's the same, I guess, but Otto did rat.
See as soon as you go down, see as soon as you get sent away, you're not a member. They certainly don't treat you like one.
They sleep with your wife and all that shite.
I think it's bullshit, though. See if you're actually doing time for the club, should they not try and, I don't know, be nicer to you, treat you better?
And I think they absolutely should.
Should there not be more loyalty to you?
They always talk about
Look at the amount of shit that Otto done for them inside. Yeah, what did they ever do for Otto?
They always talk about how like the club got rich when Opie was inside. Is it not normally if you go away, like they leave like your share behind? Like, I'm not saying Opie should be getting out of jail, like, and he's got 200 grand stashed to his name, but he should have something.
Maybe they were helping Donna.
Maybe they were helping Donna, wee handouts.
But the way she bitched about it, you wouldn't think so.
But it's the return of the Grim Bastards for the first time in, 2 seasons? Tell her, what you doing here? Oh, this is the bastards hang, motherfucker. And then Hightower bursts out, that's my cousin, man. Yeah. He drops a Grim Bastard, right? They want to buy out Tio's buyout clause, but Tio's putting blood on the line. Blood is thicker than water. Hightower drops a what do you call these guys? Grim Bastard. Is this not worthy enough of ripping up the contract? I mean, he's killed a member of your club.
Well, I don't know if he killed him, but he definitely shot him.
Right, he shot him. But let's just say
and it's
Jax has a cousin, and he drops Happy. Is Jax just going to be like, oh well, fair enough?
No.
Exactly, it's not how it's going to go down, but can you understand the Grim Bastards not wanting to give this guy up? Or should they have? Was the 15-year brotherhood that they share with the Sam Crow not good enough here? Or did Jack's job come out here by the next scene?
Yeah, blood or not, he killed Opie.
He did kill Opie. We chased him down to the docks. Pope did give them location, so technically Tio didn't come good on his promise that I'll get you to talk with him. Hightower reveals that he only knew 2 of the guys, and it was their first name, so obviously a first name's not going to get you far in a search. But let's be honest, man, I think Sam Crow could have really got the other 2 guys, but at the end of the day, this is the guy that hit the definitive blow to the back of Opie's dome, isn't it?
Yeah, he tried to portray that he didn't want to do it, and it was against his will. But
which I thought was incredibly weak. I mean, this is a big fucking guy.
Yeah,
I'm not saying if you're 7 foot automatically makes you this tough mental guy, but come on. He's a criminal. He's in jail. Look at the pleasure he had in his face. Jax is fucking right when he slabbers to Bobby about it. Look at the pleasure he did have in his face.
Bobby wasn't there.
You weren't there, man. But yeah, Chib says he's got this, which might be quote the episode, and then he shoots Hightower. Blood sprays all over his face, just like a big shite. And yeah, what the hell? Who the hell are you, Tiller?
You gave me your word, man.
Yeah, so did you. You said you were going to deliver it, and you did it.
I like Bobby, though. I liked him trying to reason with Jax before this. Brother, there must be another way. The Grims have had our backs for 15 years. I think Bobby's a good VP if the president is willing to listen to him. But it doesn't matter how good the VP is. See if he's not aligned with the president or the president's not willing to take in his thoughts into consideration, then what does it matter?
True, but
Bobby... what could... did Bobby think what he was offering? But basically Bobby's answer to this was maybe throw Hightower a beating and just be content with killing the other members. Did Bobby really think that they could let this guy go for taking out Opie?
Yeah, and the other guy, he gave them their first names.
It's a bit naive, I think, for Bobby.
It is Bobby. It's a bit naive for Bobby the barman. Yeah, Gemma gives Tara a cross for Otto. What's he going to do? Let's find out. But anyway, Clay, he meets with the Glindo cartel. He points out that some informations came his way recently, and that there was this big RICO case that was going to crush us all. But in order for that to go away, you'd have to be wearing some pretty big hats. And it turns out they were wearing some pretty big hats. Cartel hats.
Biggest hats of them all.
No, I think this proves, though, that Clay is a smart guy. He figured out Juice was ratting, right? He figures out this entire RICO leverage and that the cartel were behind it. And it's like, you've got the rest of the club members with their fucking heads up their arse.
It's just a shame he couldn't figure out that Gemma and Juice were setting him up.
But the love blinded him in the end. But see the reality with Clay and Jax, yeah, they're portrayed as like the main characters and the president, but they are, in terms of like an IQ level, they are like a step above the rest. Bobby is as well, but I think Bobby is almost a wee bit weak in a sense to lead. Do you not think so?
Yeah, fat Elvis. I just couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine his fat ass planted in the real chair, the chair that matters.
I think
the chair with the gavel.
I think Opie and Bobby would make good VPs, but I just don't think they're just not president material. And I think Tig as well. I don't think Tig's a president. Filthy Phil, I don't even think he's worthy of a fucking patch, let alone any of that. But
2 seats,
mixing ball of arms or something.
2 seats.
2 seats. But what happens next? Clay, he wants protection. They offer him the president's seat, but he turns it down.
How can they offer him the presidency? Not your club.
Yeah, no, but Clay's like, here, I'll set up a crew and we'll run guns with Galen. And they're like, oh no, the MC's been good to us. We're not allowing that. Hold on, the MC? You just need someone to fucking mule your coke. But why does it matter if it's the MC or not?
I know, fucking
the same MC you were willing to, like, die?
Like, doesn't it make... For me, I think Galen would be more... I think Galen would be more likely to work with him if Clay was the one in charge. Rather than just Clay taking a back seat to everything.
Yeah. No, that is true. We've got Gemma and Clay. Clay's like breaking down. He's like, I can't afford to lose you twice. I need to know if it's real, damn it. Clay, you're back. Kurt Sutter, masterful job, because last season and pretty much a bit of this season with the Nomads, Clay's a bastard. You want Clay to fail, but now the tide's turning. You're feeling sorry for Clay, and you're beginning to think, here, is Jack's bad? What's going on? What do you think? Great stuff? Oh aye. Hit me with silk pyjamas. Just so he's running about in his silk pyjamas. See, he's got a bit of xenomorph skull on him, Juice. I have to admit it. And he's searching for the letters, and not the letters actually, that's like a season out of date. He's searching for
the documents.
The birth certificate, the documents. I can't handle losing you twice. He's searching it, man. The blackness is fading out for his veins. But we get back for the whole Randall Hightower killing spree. Bobby points out to Jax that you've just shot on 2 decades of brotherhood. Jack's like, yeah, you may be right, but you didn't see the pleasure that animal's face when it caved in Opie's skull. We did, Bobby.
How the hell can killing one person be a killing spree?
Well, he's a big guy, isn't he?
Suppose.
He weighs like 400 pounds, so I mean that's like 3 people. But you know what? We're going to agree. I think Jack's made the right call here. I mean, what's he supposed to let this guy fucking walk and wait 5 years till the other 2 guys finish their sentences? Come on, wake up and smell the coffee, Bobby. You fucking old bastard. No, what is Jack supposed to do?
Yeah, it was always going to end in Hightower being killed.
Yeah, I honestly. I get it, he's Tio's cousin, but Bobby's like backed other decisions in the past that have made no sense.
It'd be like them visiting the cop, and it turns out, he was actually related to, I don't know, he's related to Henry Lynn or something. We're doing business with him, so we can't kill him.
Yeah, what else do we have in this episode? We do have Otto. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about his crucifix, because Tara leaves the room and then he goes for acting all nice to Mr. Tough Guy on the floor, and he says, Sons lives, Redwood bleeds. And talking of bleeding, this neck was bleeding because he shoves the crucifix right into her neck and the blood just sprays everywhere. Tara's screaming, and with this, Otto has pretty much reversed his RICO testimony.
Yeah, but he's also sort of fucked Tara as well, which isn't very cool.
Yeah, but that's what makes it such a good line. You've got to look into it.
No, I get
Sons
it.
lives, but Redwood is fucked.
Yeah.
And Kurt Sutter laying the smackdown. Yet again.
Literally, he laid the smackdown.
Aye, because it was Kurt Sutter himself. Underrated character, Otto.
Definitely.
Like we were saying in the past couple of episodes that...
I don't feel Otto's a rat. I think he went through so much shit and he was betrayed so much by the club that I don't even think you can... I don't think you can criticise him for ranting. I really don't.
You know, what's he supposed to do?
Like, he'd been put through so much shit. The club had lied to him, betrayed him. And for me, it was just him getting some payback. Him getting some revenge.
No, yeah. Like, he was being fed by Potter, right? That Bobby had killed his wife after sleeping with her. And he's inside doing time. Yeah. No, say Jax or Clay's in jail. And like, oh, Gemma Tara's was sleeping with Tig or Chibs, and here, you've got 25 to life, and they're out there doing all that good stuff. You try to tell me they wouldn't flip as well?
I know, so I actually never really viewed Otto as this person that betrayed the club. For me, the club betrayed him.
Yeah, so Jax, he's had a pretty shit day when he gets home. Tara tells him this. That pretty much ends the episode. A lot of shit can do in this episode. They're building a lot of things up. I liked it. What are you going to get?
I'm going to get an 8.
I'm going to get a 9, just to give it an 8.5. That is it for Crucifixed. We'll be back very soon with some more Sons of Anarchy content. Only 3 episodes left this season. We do have our MVP, Chibs, and
Jackie boy!
the quote of, I got this. I think Chibs is acting in the early scene when they find out about Juice and Rico was really good. I actually think the club scenes are almost better in a way in the later seasons compared to some early seasons. Would you agree?
No, I think there was more banter in the beginning. It's very dark towards the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though I can almost prefer the darkness and the seriousness of the situations that they're in. Yeah, I think the banter's pretty much out the window at this point. What's there to joke about?
Yeah, it's not like Tig's threatening to slit Happy's eyes and make him suck his dick, is it?
Nope, that's not for sure.
Tie boys.
Anyway, that's it, guys. Juice was a little black boy and he made a pretty big mistake. 8.5 out of 10.